If Ijeoma is truly dead, then someone here is going to die too, said Jennifer to the doctor. Jennifer, I think you should be calm by now. You have said enough already. I know you don't want your friend to die, but you are becoming too much now. The doctor replied. Why should I be calm? Ijeoma has no one left to look out for her. She was abandoned by her so-called uncle. How do you expect me to feel knowing she is dead? Jennifer said. Everyone dies. Maybe she is destined to die. You can't change her fate. She had seen enough already, so dying should put her suffering to end, said Mrs. Agatha, while holding her injured leg, where she was shot. You and your son are the only people here who is destined for death, because it clearly shows your son was the reason behind her death, Jennifer said, pointing at Mrs. Agatha. Alex was watching carefully at Ijeoma's body. He could not believe he had taken the life of the blind girl. I will never forgive myself, he said while staring at the body. And suddenly he noticed Ijeoma's finger moved a little. Wait, did I just saw her finger moved? I think Ijeoma just moved her finger. I think she's alive, Alex said, rushing to her bedside. The doctor quickly moved closer and began to watch close and also running some checks on the body. And boom, Ijeoma coughed and raised her back from the bed. Where am I and what happened to me? Ijeoma asked. Hey, just calm down. You are at the hospital. I'm glad you are up now. You have to rest your back in the bed. You have a lot going in your head, said the doctor. Ijeoma. Ijeoma. You are alive? Oh my goodness, my friend is alive, Jennifer said while touching her hand. I am so sorry, I had to let you to the car. The driver was a reckless one, said Jennifer. Alex got really angry with what Jennifer said. Ijeoma is just getting up from death and you are telling her about the reckless driver already. Watch your tongue. She needs to rest, Alex said to Jennifer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think my son can go now. Your blind friend is not dead as you thought. Now you can have her to yourself and eat her. Alex, let's move out, Mrs. Agatha said, trying to get up on her feet, while Alex helps her up. Mom, don't you think you should wait here and get your legs treated before we go home? Said Alex. No, I can't stay in the same hospital with this stupid girl. Take me to the car and let's go to another hospital, said Mrs. Agatha. So Alex held her mom by the hand while they walked out of the room. Before going out, he turned his back to Jennifer and said, Don't worry, I will come back to check your friend. I will keep doing that she gets better, Alex said and moved out with his mother. They got to the car and Alex drives out of the hospital. While they were driving away, Mrs. Agatha told her son that there is something fishy about that Jennifer of a girl. Why is she so interested in the poor blind girl? Who does that? Mrs. Agatha asked. I think Jennifer is trying to be a good friend to Ijeoma. But she is doing too much. I can't believe she slapped me twice, Alex said while driving. Trust me, my son. I am Agatha. I know women than you know them. That Jennifer is up to something with that blind girl that needs her alive, Mrs. Agatha said. So they drive to another hospital and got Mrs. Agatha treated. The bullet was removed from her legs and some medications were prescribed for her to take. Back to the hospital. Ijeoma, I'm so happy you are alive and sound now. You got me worried. I thought I was gonna lose you, Jennifer said. I think it best I would have just died peacefully. So tell me, what is my use coming back to this miserable life? My uncle and everyone has abandoned me, Ijeoma cried. No, please don't cry now. You are not abandoned. At least you got a friend who is ready to stand for you always. You have me by your side. Just rest now, a lot has happened that you should know. Jennifer said. I will go and see the doctor now, she said and stood up. Jennifer walked out of the room and went to a secret side of the hospital where no one was passed by or watching her. She brought out her cell phone and called a number. Hello, Chief, she said, putting the phone on her ears. Jennifer, what is delaying the mission? You know we don't have much time left, asked the voice. Chief, I'm sorry. Target got into an accident and almost died, she said. What? We can't lose the target. Make sure she is safe, said the voice. Yes, Chief. Target is alive now. So the mission continues. I promise to do my best in this mission, Jennifer said. That sounds good. You know the payment is huge. You don't want to miss that money. So do your best. Yes, Chief, you hired the right girl. But there is a problem down here. What problem again, Jennifer? Target is not safe. Someone out there wants to kill the target. But luckily the police arrested him. Jennifer, do what needs to be done. Take life if needed, said the voice. I am trying to make her think I'm her friend, so I can get what I want from her. Don't worry, Chief. I can handle this, said Jennifer and ended the call. Don't worry, Chief. I can handle the blind girl. I am trying to make her think I'm her friend, so I can get what I want from her, Jennifer said and ended the call. She looked right and left and realized nobody saw her. She walked out of the hidden spot and went to meet Ijeoma at the hospital room. Please, what did the doctor said about my health? Am I leaving the hospital soon, or is it going to take me long to recover? Ijeoma asked. The doctor said, you will be fine. He will be coming around to run some checks on you again. How are you feeling now? Jennifer asked. What can I say? Even if I'm feeling fine, it still hurts knowing I'm blind. This life has nothing to offer a blind person like me, Ijeoma said. Ijeoma, I told you earlier that you are destined for greatness. Because you are blind doesn't mean you don't deserve a better life. I am here for you and will always be, Jennifer said, faking a smile. What about the young man who was involved in our accident? I hope he is fine too, Ijeoma asked. Yes, he is fine, but he is a wicked person. He wanted to run away from his crime, but trust me, I never allowed that to happen, Jennifer said. Oh really? Well, I don't blame him. Who would want to stop after hitting a blind girl that has nobody to care for? Said Ijeoma. The doctor walked into the ward and asked Jennifer to go out on the street and get something for Ijeoma to eat before she would take any further medication. So Jennifer left the room and went out in search of food for Ijeoma. Immediately Jennifer left. The doctor asked Ijeoma how she was feeling and she said she feels better than before. Ijeoma, I'm glad you are feeling better now. You must be lucky because the young man who ran into you with his car was a very humble man. He stopped his car and rushed you to the hospital and paid all the bills. He is one of the reasons you are still alive, said the doctor. Ijeoma was little confused about what the doctor said. But Jennifer told me he was a bad person and wanted to run away from the accident. So you mean he brought me here and paid the bills? Jennifer asked. Yes, and not just that, he did many things to save your life. You will know about them later. But Jennifer, your friend is being overprotective. You are lucky, said the doctor. Alex drove his mother back to the house. His mother was worried and angry with him. Mom, but this is just an accident. I didn't intentionally lose my job, said Alex to Mrs. Agatha as they walked into the house. Alex, don't tell me that again. You are a man and you allowed a woman to hold you back for 2 hours. Where is your manly sense at that moment? Mrs. Agatha shouted at her son while Alex helped her sit down. Mom, shut up, You are the cause of everything now. She was 2 steps ahead of us. I got a bullet into my leg because of her. You lose your job because of her too. Alex, I'm disappointed in you, said Mrs. Agatha. Mom, there are a lot of jobs out there and I know you can get me another. And besides, I will explain to my boss, he might give me a chance again, said Alex. Alex, why have you chosen to be like your father? You are too cold-hearted like your father, and that led him to his early grave. Now you are taking his step. I am not gonna let that happen to my only son, said Mrs. Agatha. While Alex was talking, his phone beeped. He took it from his pocket and it was a call from the doctor. Hello, Dr. Joe. Alex, I think I need you at the hospital now. Doctor, I'm just returning back with my mom, I can't come now. Alex, there is a problem at the hospital that needs your attention, that Jennifer of a girl again. Okay, I will be on my way, said Alex and hung up the call. Mom, I need to go see Ijeoma at the hospital now. The doctor said it's an emergency, said Alex, turning his back to move. What the hell, Alex? You wanna leave me and go see a random blind girl at the hospital? No way I'm allowing that, said Mrs. Agatha. Mom, I'm sorry, but I need to now, said Alex, and he rushed out to his car and drove away, leaving his mom in shock. This boy is crazy, said Mrs. Agatha. Alex drove into the hospital and headed straight to the doctor's office. He opened the door and met the doctor standing together with Jennifer. Doctor, what the problem again? I had to disrespect my mom to get here this quick, said Alex. Jennifer said she wants me to discharge Ijeoma, so she can take her home, because she feels Ijeoma is already fine. What? She just regained herself and you want to take her home already? She needs to stay here and complete the treatment, said Alex to Jennifer. Alex, and who do you think you are to tell me what to do with my friend? I want to take her home and you can't stop me from doing that. I paid her bill so she might take full treatment and not taking her home the same day you brought her here, said Alex. I am taking her home. And nobody is gonna stop me from doing what is good for my friend, Jennifer shouted at Alex. To be continued. Guys, I think I know why Jennifer is trying to take her home. She wants to speed up her mission.